This is just going to be a quick video on how to change your battery for your Yamaha YZF R125. It's quite a simple job to do. It shouldn't be too difficult even for a beginner. So first things first, you want to make sure your bike is turned off, as you can see here. So my battery is completely drained to the extent lights are not even coming up on the dash. It's completely gone. The battery is located under the seat right here, so all you do is simply use your key, same key, open it up, push it up, and just slide off like that. So here is the battery. You always want to make sure you take off the negative terminal first, which is in black, before the positive terminal. As you can see, is bright red. Here, you won't miss it. The reason for that is if you can technically take the positive off, but it's highly recommend not to and dangerous, as if it touches a metal frame or metal tool, can cause the battery to short. There's increased risk of electrocution. You don't want sparks flying, basically. So you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. If you don't have one, then what are you doing? It's not too stiff to take off. Should come off relatively easily. That's the first one here. Try not to drop these in your bike because they're a nightmare to remove. So that's both of them done. Now next thing you want to do is you want to disconnect the breather hose for the electrolyte. I'll explain that in a bit later when we put the new battery in. So as you can see, that's located here. Just push it up slightly. You know what, there we go, it's already come off. They're not that tightly attached. But if it's a bit jammed, all you do is simply slide that off. Not much pressure is holding that anyway. So there's the battery out. So here's a new battery that I've recently ordered. Just one thing, if you're ordering it, it will come with, or most likely should come with, a transit plug to prevent leaking of the electrolyte. As it says here, remove that as soon as you get it. You'll probably see a slight burst, not burst, but bit comes out. You don't want to keep it on there for too long so it doesn't build up pressure. So the first thing you want to do is get the negative and positive terminal out of the way first, and just slide in the breather hose, making sure you're doing it in the right direction. That. Might take a few tries, but make sure it's properly on because you don't want it to slip off when you put it down. You don't want electrolyte going in your bike frame. It will cause corrosion, etc., damage your bike. So make sure that stays firmly on. Should be good enough. Okay. So just drop it down gently. So when you're putting it on, you basically want to do the reverse. So you're putting on the positive first and negative terminal last. Again, very straightforward. Why is this not going on? Okay, I'd already taken the other battery previously out. There should be two nuts on either side holding the bolt in place. I'll show you that. If fast forward 1 minute, you can just gently persuade it out. Just wedge it out with, I don't know, a screwdriver or something. That's one. That's the other one. Alright. Yeah, when you're taking it out, make sure these don't drop in as well. I mean, they're not too hard to replace, they're just standard nuts. But just helpful to not drop them in your bike. Alright, so I don't think we need to take the battery back out again. You're just gonna simply slide it in here. Exactly the same as the battery and the other one. There we go. Right, so next, yeah, that's inside. You'll probably see that sped up. But yeah, that's in. Now we can get back to putting the terminals back on. Alright, so positive goes back on first, so you're doing it in reverse, unless you want to get yourself electrocuted and or damage your bike and new battery. Put that back on here. Again, as I said, make sure the breather hose is firmly tacked before doing this. And if you're screwing the bolt back on and you're realizing why it's not holding, it's probably because you made the same stupid mistake and not realize there's no nut underneath it. So there you go, make sure they're firmly on. Let's check if it works now. Don't see why it wouldn't. Feel sorry for this thing. It's had a good sleep for the past few months, but and I need to change the oil as well. Should do another video on that. Let's check. Yeah. That's all good. Just put your seat back on. Make sure you haven't left anything in there that would fall down. That's all you need to know. Also, if you're not going to be using your bike for more than around a month, just at least turn it on, run it for a bit, give it like 10 minutes or something like that, just to charge it up and keep it in top condition. If you're not going to use it any more than that for example 2-3 months, just take it out completely, store it inside, and you can use a battery charger just to keep it topped up. Just one last thing, I'm going to be doing a new observation series for both car and bike, so things that I've got on my dash cam or my GoPro on my bike, so stay subscribed or subscribe for that.